I hope you don't wait to give me roses. Please don't take too long to think that you should know me. Please, for real. Please don't wait too long to tell me I'm the shit, yo. See you flourish, looking salty, throwing fits, yo. Then you bury, getting lonely, wanna miss, yo.
Episode of Opinionated Facts. I'm your host, Drizzle. Today we got another special guest in the building.
What's good?
My dog who's been here before.
Yeah, we've been here. Well, yeah, once, but I feel like it's twice though. I came on something way back in the day, but we're gonna keep it
just
short.
the third
I've been here before. Just know I've been here before. Just know I've been here before. I'm not the new customer. But anyway, it's your boy BRXTN. You know what it is. We're just about to just talk some real shit.
So let's talk about these two singles that you got out right now.
Okay. You gonna start? Or you just want me to?
Yeah, nah.
Honestly, we dropped a single February 28th under my independent label SubStream Records. It's called Down Too Long, featuring T-Rail. He's an artist out of Kansas. Has been doing his thing. He just got off a tour, the King of R&B tour with j.cole, and he just been moving, been buzzing in his own right. So we found a way to link up and drop a banger for the people. So if you ain't heard it, go tap in. But just yesterday, Friday the 13th, we dropped These Days, which is one of my favorite songs off my forthcoming EP, Computed in Motion, featuring my dog Faye from out Houston. And that's more like a slow jam. You could say it's for the ladies, but for people that think that R&B is dying, that's the song you need to go tap into because we went off on that joint. But yeah, we're just trying to kind of, pick up the steam and, get the momentum swinging because we're dropping on the 27th, the full project. So it was time to let the people really hear what we've been cooking up, working on. We've been spacing out the singles because typically I release a lot of music within a year. I remember like back in 2016, I gave niggas 3 EPs in a year. So really try to take my time with this one and, do the less is more effect. And yeah, I just hope they fuck with it.
Okay. Now, this is the project that ends your current deal with SubStream Records.
Yeah, as of right now, unless anything opens back up. Right now, it was just a 10-song deal type of thing. And we decided that on the back end, we just compiled the last 6 into an EP because everything was just sounding so cohesive and everybody really liked the music. So after this, whatever happens is going to happen. But yeah, this will be kind of like the closure. So I want to go out with a bang for sure.
Okay. Now, how has it been with SubStream Records? Like, what all did they help you with besides helping you with these last 2 projects?
Really, more so like they really helped me develop a better sense of how to market the music through like Spotify, and it's like changing generation of where streams are everything. Like, not that it's been anything new, but just it's all algorithmic these days. So they really like sat me down, and I guess I could say show me the technical side of the business side of like how to really be successful and like navigate a record and move a record. So like I just said, I'm used to just dropping the song here, dropping the EP there, just running with it. So now working with them, it kind of showed me the value in taking your time, being more calculated, really analyzing the climate of what type of songs are working and what's not. So in a sense, it may be more like formulaic with how I want to create. But beyond that, man, they just really make sure that I'm taken care of just on a lot of different aspects and just staying creative, so staying solid. So they've been a great team. They got a content team that we got a hot video on the way from one of the records off the EP. They sent me out to Houston last year. That's whenever I cooked up with Faye. Like, they just really, allowed me to navigate and soak up, inspiration how I need to, and just kept me in the position to do what I need to do what I should be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So let's talk about this project, Computed Emotion.
Yes, sir. That's my baby.
Why?
I swear it's my baby, bro.
Why do you feel like that? With it being an EP and not an album?
Honestly, with me, I don't care what you call it. It could be the album. I don't care. Like, it's just a compilation of music. But really, it's just more so, I guess, the experience that had to go into it to create the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, the last time I dropped, I was like 22. So now I'm like 24. You feel me? And like, anybody that's growing up right now can relate to just them growing pains of having to deal with a lot of shit for the first time. Like, you out here on your own, you paying bills, standing on your own 10 toes. Like, you got, the relationship issues, you trying to pay bills, you trying to chase a dream, you know what I'm saying? Like, not even just like the cliche chase to try to like be something greater, but just really understanding what comes along with that. So there was just a lot of like early mornings where you just wake up kind of like scratching your head, looking yourself in the mirror, like, is this worth, keeping even going sometimes? Because I've been doing this shit for like 8 years. So when I look at where I'm at now, it's like, people around me from the outside looking in kind of be like, yo, bro, you killing shit. And I appreciate all that shit and all the support. Like, that's what keeps me going. But sometimes it's not even a comparison to anything else. It's just like your vision for yourself be so big, and you have to really grow to understand what that shit is gonna take and how much harder you're going to have to go to really separate yourself from the packs and carve a lane versus just fall into one, or create a sound versus just satisfy people because you know you can do what everybody else is doing. So I just really had to dig deep, and like from 1 through 6, I feel like each song is just like a different emotion. You feel my passion, you feel my happiness, you feel my sorrow, you feel my anger, you know what I'm saying? Just my hunger. It's just like every song is just emotion, bro. And then I went with the computed emotion concept because I mean everybody got to sit down at the Mac with the Pro Tools these days on the computer and try to make that shit sound hot. So it was just computed emotion, and then a play off Frank Ocean's track Novocaine too. That was one of my favorite songs, and he had a bar in there that mentioned computed emotion. So I was like, fuck it, yeah, that's what we rocking with. This is everything, man. I can be big. See a nigga got his shit. That's my baby, bro. Like that shit is real, bro. Like niggas don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So you talked about, well, you got the record out there with Faith on the feature. You got any other features on the project? Besides Faith and T-Real? Nah. We honestly, I think that was kind of like a strategy too. When they had got the features out the way, so there's no more features on the project. Not that they wasn't worthy, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, both fellas been doing their thing and buzzing, but it's such a personal, you know what I'm saying, collection of music that it was hard even sharing the songs for real. But both people smacked them and did what they had to do. So me just being a fan of music, I liked what I heard, so we, you know, everything worked out. But yeah, all in all, it's just a real personal collection. So I didn't really want to share too much of that, nor am I ever really eager to collaborate. Because I just do a lot with my pen, so a lot of times the beat be done by the time I'm done.
Okay. Now, last time when we linked up, you were at a different stage as always.
Yeah, I feel like I was at the bottom of the hill, like about to like start the uphill climb a little bit.
So where do you feel you at right now?
I feel like I'm almost to the top of it, just to see what's gonna be on the other side. Just to see if no, let me rephrase it. I feel like I'm right at the top of the first hill. Cause I feel like I still got like 4 or 5 more hills that I gotta get up, to be real. Like I said, the vision I got for myself is huge. So even getting this little like indie deal, and it's not to knock it at all, but like it was just more of a learning lesson. Like I said, I mean, they definitely, you know, helped me maintain and sustain the foundation I'd already built. But at the end of the day, bro, I laid a lot of groundwork for myself a long time ago, me and my dog Russ. And just looking at what we've done and where I'm at, I feel like I've more so maintained, but in the time I've had to keep creating, go through what I've gone through, create this music that I'm about to give them, I just feel like I'm about to step into a different mode mentally that's gonna allow me to, like I said, get to the top of this hill, to really like clear the slate and then get ready to bust through whatever's really like next, because that's just where I'm at. Like I ain't saying I'm next, but I'm about to be at that level where like whatever's next out of this music, because I done killed the underground scene. I mean, I did the local shit, I've traveled, so I've gotten a taste of what everything has to offer. And the only thing I gotta do at this point is, like I told you off camera, it's just time to get aggressive. Like, it's just time to go everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Wherever the cream of the crop's at, I'm about to jump in the middle and show niggas what I can do, you know what I'm saying? And hey, they love it. Like, I'm gonna be felt. I ain't never walked in a room and not been the nigga that's remembered. So it's time to go prove myself. So I'm at that proving point. I'm ready to prove myself to myself.
Okay.
Straight up.
Now, I've been doing this thing lately, bro, where I've been asking artists who is on that Mount Rushmore.
Like, how many?
As far as like your influence,
right now, or just
like your influence in music. Like, who are the 4 most influential artists for you? You know what I mean?
This is like, damn. It's not that it's that hard. I'm just thinking, like, because I could be like front of my brain with this shit. Like,
but if you
this
really
is what
think
I'm rocking with right now. But if I start thinking, I love music too much for just 4 niggas. But nah, I mean Mike and Prince off the drill. Just because I'm just such a fan of melodies and like soul, R&B, that type of shit. And then even like Prince's splash with rock, like just that eccentric shit. I really fuck with that shit more than what I let myself express sometimes. But then on the back end, I mean, it's just so many niggas. But Jay with Ho for sure.
Man.
I listen to a lot of Ho, a lot of old Ho, like Reasonable Doubt, one of them niggas. Like a lot of niggas don't even talk about, but it's cool. Especially my age. Like, don't even try to, you know. And then after that, man, I guess it's between like the obvious top three everybody says, because I'm just like a realist, like Drake, Kendrick, or Cole.
Yeah.
For real, I gotta really get down to the nitty gritty of like when I want to feel some shit, who am I listening to, or like when I want to really like dig for some inspiration. That's like the type of shit I listen to. So anybody within them lanes, I'm fucking with. Okay. So that's the Mount Rushmore, and then all they sons. You feel me? Look at it like that. Like if you can see like the Wakanda tree, the whole tribe of them niggas, I fuck with them 4 tribes, nigga. You feel me?
Now, how do you feel about I don't want to say not even the state that Kentucky is in, but the state that the city is in as far as the music scene
it's
right
up.
now? Yeah.
It's up.
Because since our last interview, it's been, you know what I'm saying, Jack's been doing his thing.
Jack's
he's
doing his thing. Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
BET Awards, sold out tours. Like, bro, not even
what's
Friday, but I'm just saying.
The Lemonade
he's
nigga?
out here. Cole Bennett.
Yeah,
crazy. $1 million in a day. Like, Harlow's out here, and he obviously does a great job of holding Louisville on his chest. So any artist got to be excited right now. That's why I'm like, if niggas ain't on their game right now and don't see the potential just in the potential, then you just not built for this, bro. Because it's like, this is shit that I feel like me and my dogs, I'm not gonna say like we knew Harlow was who was gonna blow up first, but we just knew eventually there was too much talent, too many people with the right mindset, maybe not a lot, but there was too many for this shit not to pop off. I mean, Tiller, Harlow, hell, ESTG, I feel like shit, 2K Baby Stage, like there's a lot of them, and I'm about to put my name right up on that list, so it's just like, if you're not feeling the energy or understanding like what we about to do, then maybe you're just not supposed to be a part of it. But I don't know. I just think it's lit though. We up. Like I said, we up.
No, it's definitely time.
Yeah,
I noticed that probably like shortly after we had our interview, and me myself, I started seeing like I was like, where all these artists come from, bro? I was like, I swear it wasn't 6-7 months ago.
You wanna know what it was though? I'm gonna keep it a buck because I'm gonna be the realest nigga on the podcast every time. Niggas was sitting at home like I can do that shit too.
Right.
And whether they was already doing it or whether they was just like, fuck it, nigga. Am I allowed to cuss like this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, that's all it was, bro. There was too much talent sitting at the crib being quiet. Like, I mean, I really fuck with Cuz, but I can do that shit too.
Yeah, I can do
that shit better. And y'all know I could. And niggas got up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it was. But I feel like as long as everybody understands that there's plenty out here for everybody, bro. I mean, shit, it's gonna do what it's doing right now. I mean, from every age group, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've seen almost every age group. Hell, Kentucky is Zaza. And she's like, four. You feel me? With more rhythm than half the niggas in the club. So,
definitely got more rhythm than me.
Feel me? So it's like, it's not even a game. So it's just like, bro, Kentucky in itself, like you said, it's beyond Louisville. But I just feel like Louisville is that, between Louisville and Lex, because hell, Lex is lit too. But that Louisville Lex belt obviously is just where that's gonna be like what niggas feel about the Atlantas and shit. I give it like 2 more years. You know what I'm saying? Just for it to be solidified. But I do feel like Louisville niggas gotta not necessarily stop just bouncing and like, but really hold down like Louisville and like invest in Louisville more. That's all I'm gonna say. Even now, like Sasha Renee, she do her open mic thing. She's contributing. Like, just find a way to invest in the city before you just go and, you know, or while you're going, find a way to get back, because that's how you're gonna keep the shit real, keep the shit authentic, and create a culture. And I feel like that's what Louisville's starting to develop, as a culture that people can recognize and identify with, and that's what's gonna stamp us as a culture, bro. And music just a soundtrack.
Okay. Now, what you're saying, that have you ever felt the need that you might possibly have to get out of the city to get to the next level?
Yeah, I mean, that's 100% what it. I feel like that's the one thing we haven't done consistently, or just even semi-permanently, just to really like embed ourselves in a place where music is just already like moving at light speed. All things hot as hell, like Atlanta. You feel me? But I also feel like shit. I've been sitting here in Louisville, analyzing the culture, analyzing the climate, understanding what it really is, and putting my own foot into it. So it's just like, that's not an excuse, but now I'm just at that point where it's like, I've kind of hit that ceiling for here, So I gotta go do something else. You know what I'm saying? Or what else is there? Like, there's the internet, but I'm more of a legwork type nigga anyway. I want to go like that niggas up. I want to go meet promoters. I want to go talk to the DJs. I want to meet the venue people. I want to have relationships because that shit's better than money. You know what I'm saying? So once niggas is up and everything's right, it's gonna stay right. Back end gonna be beautiful. So I just been really getting my business mind right, and I feel like people understand that, and that translates just through how I even market my brand just right now. And it just took time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's niggas is paying bills, niggas is still living life. So it's just taking time. But now I'm in a position where with this EP about to release and just, like I said, the label taking care of me how they have and getting my ducks in a row. But yeah, we definitely headed towards it. We was thinking LA, but I'm not giving my plans up. But just the West Coast, it just seems like a place where niggas with the melodies, niggas with the type of sound that I really truly want to push. That's kind of where, you know, there's a high success rate if you're really down to, you know, get your hands dirty and work. Or, you know, Atlanta, I feel like shit, I got the sauce to go down there and get shit jumping on the hip hop tip or do whatever I want to do. Really, the sky's the limit. It don't matter. It's just time to go. You feel me? So, and that's kind of like, there's some other shit coming up musically that's themed out about that, but I just keep it cool right now. But yeah, bro, we're working. Like, we're working. The music been done.
Okay. So you said the music's been done. So I'm guessing that outside of this project coming out, Computer Emotions, you got your next one lined up.
I'm not gonna say I got 100 songs like niggas be capping. Dude, I got 1,000 songs. And no, you don't, nigga. But I got 20 ready to slap niggas. Yeah. And y'all got one of them. And y'all already stamped it. And that motherfucker's ready for it.
Yeah, we got one.
All this R&B soft shit, it's out the window after the 27. I'm just keeping it cool. Computer Emotion, March 27. Let's talk about some funny shit.
We got one. We definitely got a banger, bro.
I'm just saying, it's like, I'm just gonna just let it slap too. It's just gonna fall out the sky with a full feature film that look like the Lexus Texas had. Says me big, look, throw that shit big. The youngest don't know nothing about it. But go ahead.
Lexus Texas. But shit, bro, you I don't even want to talk about it, bro. How you feel about the big Rona, man?
Who?
The big Corona, bro. How you feel about it?
Oh, man, I mean, shit. I was pumping hand sanitizer whenever we walked in. We seen they had it at the studio. I'll be honest, though. Not even to get off that, because I don't even like talking about, like, spirituality, but, like, bro, if you read the Bible and you really know something and you see what's going on, like, and you really believe in God and you've been walking that line with Him, I'm not fearing nothing. I just think it's crazy from just a social and political view. Yeah. I do think it's crazy. I feel like the media is gashing it, but the death rates and shit are alarming, so I'm not gonna play a side with it. I just feel like there's a lot of factors that's just amping up a fear in people. But that's why I'm stopped. I just think it's crazy though, and I hope you niggas is being clean. You should have been being clean, but I hope you're being clean.
Yeah, there's a wake up call for the dirty niggas.
Yeah, it's a wake up call. It's a wake up call for dirty niggas for sure, nigga. That's a 4 a.m. wake up call. Nigga, did you see CNN this morning?
Nah.
No, I was talking
about
like hyper C. Look, I had you ready. Nigga, did you see CNN this morning? Because nigga, updates is coming every 5 minutes. I probably missed something.
Phone going off.
You feel me?
Every minute is something else.
I'm weak.
But yeah, bro. Now since the last time we linked up, I mean, you know what I'm saying, people in your social media, bro, and I've noticed you can always tell when somebody's changing shit, and I feel like your work ethic increased this year. You know what I'm saying? Partially because you was holding yourself to be disciplined with something like the gym. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just besides being disciplined with your music. So,
right, and that's what was crazy, and that's what really made me stop whenever people that really rocking my music was in my DMs like, damn, nigga, what you trying to be a trainer? Yeah. And I was just like, damn. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Depression, a motherfucker, but I'm not no weak nigga, so the gym was kind of like a nigga in there like an addict. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. Because at one point, I looked at myself on the picture, I was like, damn, I don't even recognize that nigga. And it looked cool because I was all cut up, but at the same time, bro, I grew up a chubby nigga. I ain't gonna hold you, like, chubby, you know what I'm saying? Still got a little meat on my bones, but it was like, damn, nigga, you are kind of like absorbed in this shit, bro. So I had to just, channel that energy back to the music. But whenever you dealing with mainly females, bro, I'm a sucker for love, bro, or a sucker for lust, I'll say. But either way it go, bro, just back and forth with shorty, but shit done been mellowed out. I done refound the focus, and as you can see, like, I just really dove into the music again, because that's me. That's always been me, and that's the only thing I've ever wanted to really be the connection between me and the outsiders. So kind of off all that personal shit. But even when I stop myself from personal shit, it's like, damn, you gotta be able to show people who you really are too. So that's why I like these interviews and shit versus being like on my Instagram story all day. Cause it's like, I'm not about to sit here and rant looking at myself. So I fuck with platforms like y'all niggas, bro.
That's so bad.
Period.
That's so bad. But nah, bro, going to the gym, bro, that will push you. It's like,
it was crazy.
It gives you extra. I feel like it gives you extra energy to want to do other shit.
No,
too.
it did though, and that it just, like I said, it started out coping, then it became a habit.
Yeah.
Then you come out of coping, then I was like, damn, I gotta
go.
Like you, man, you said I can't pull up till after the gym. I'm like, bro, I feel that. I feel that because it's almost like a drug, bro. I mean, you know what happens? You releasing endorphins, like it is. It's a whole different vibe. So that, but the thing I'm trying to stop doing now, like for myself and for my fans, is I'm about to put the weed down soon for a long, like at least a grip, just because I feel like there's a level up here to be clouding up sometimes. I ain't even know how.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I done kind of found my balance and accepted my vices and accepted who I am, and I feel like that's just what's giving me this new confidence or just new focus to like go that extra step I ain't been going. I feel like everybody been know I'm hot, but let's keep it real. At the end of the day, I feel like everybody been waiting for me to take a couple more steps. Like, you know what I'm saying? So whatever the case may be, I'm just a realist. Like I said, like other artists can be like, I don't give a fuck about what people think. I don't care what people think, but I know if I'm thinking it, I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You feel me? But it's just time to get busy and get aggressive and go out here to show me what's up musically. You know, I ain't trying to fight you, but just musically we getting moved up.
Okay, that's a bet. Are you looking forward to? I know you said that this project is your baby.
Yeah.
You really wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, working, looking at the features and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. But it ain't that I ain't looking at it.
Well, I know what I'm saying, but you felt some type of way about the music.
Like I was trying to blow niggas. Nah, it ain't that. It's just like, bro, at the end of the day, like, I don't want to get into the track list too much because I really just want it's just like for the core fans too. I want to make that an underlying thing. I'm starting to learn that. Like when I got time to say shit, like you let me say whatever I need to say. So for the core fans, this is for y'all. This is for the people that still think Broadway's behind the song because y'all don't know I got 4 albums out. Like niggas be sleep. There be lapses and I don't even care no more. Music come out 1 million songs a day, so I get it. But this song is for them day ones for sure. Or this whole album project EP is for my day ones. But it's also it's just so much sonic value between quality, the melodies, which is like the money these days. Like I really just don't see it not grabbing y'all. Like grabbing y'all enough to go show somebody. And that's why I'm just like, no matter where it go, plus what I know I'm gonna put into it with the legwork, we out of here. Like we already looking at shows in like Michigan and whole other markets that I've never even seen before, but these are the people in my DMs like, bro, you gotta come holler at us. Or, like Kalamazoo, Michigan, Findlay, Ohio. It's like these are small towns, but it's like this is how that word of mouth trickle effect is gonna work. And it's like instead of not tapping in with these people and feeling like, why not go down to a small town, to a small city, and do a 150 cap show for 10 a ticket? That's $1,500, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time to start getting in bags. Cause I done seen bags on the in between, but as far as like just hitting the road with your dogs, I got a DJ. My brother's my DJ, not my blood brother, but my best friend. He's my DJ. I got a whole band of fellas that are ready to go rock if we got to do the live show thing. It's just like ain't nothing stopping us but me, for real. So it's like just taking that accountability and just, you know what I'm saying, putting my hard hat on. It's time to get to work, but we gotta go crazy. For real, because whether you need R&B, whether you need somebody to spit, or whether you need it all, like, everybody knows BRXTN is about to, whatever, lane switch. It's easy.
Hey.
It's easy.
Hey, bro, when you start hitting that road, bro, you need a nigga to be your bodyguard, bro.
Bro, nah, you ain't no bodyguard. Bring that camera, cuz. Bring that camera, cuz.
I do both.
Content is king. Content is king, for sure.
Yes, sir.
But
yes,
nah, man, yeah, we definitely about to take things to another level, and I'd rather just show rather than keep saying. So let's get back to work.
Well, shit, you got any shout outs, bro?
Ah, shit. Shout out to all my dogs. Tribe, Steve, Blink. Shout out to SubStream, of course, for supporting me. You know what I'm saying? Putting the kid on the platform. Shout out to Same Shit, Different Toilet. And shit, Moms and GOD. We cool.
Well, shit, everybody be on the lookout for Computed Emotions, dropping March 27th.
I ain't even trying to be all politically correct. Computed Emotion. It's not plural because I need y'all to go search it.
Oh, it's emotion, not emotions.
Computed Emotion.
Okay.
It even
My
sounds
fault,
like a harder. Like if you picked up a book at Barnes and Noble, you seen a picture of a nigga praying with the drip. Like, you gotta go peep my IG at BRXTN official. You gonna see the picture with the drip. You gonna read that motherfucker. You got to read this motherfucker on God, man. Tap in with me. Follow me on everything. I ain't been broken. No, I'm playing out. That's how I'm ending my shit, bro. Oh, God.
I said, oh.